Conrad White with Part 2 of Episode 13. So we know from Part 1 that Austrian economics makes more logical sense than Keynesianism. But what about the real world? Which is better at predicting the economy? For that, I offer this single piece of evidence.
A lot of warnings out there. Alan Greenspan also issued warnings. But I was stunned by reading a statement you made in the Banking Committee on September 10th, 2003. In fact, I reprinted the whole thing in my book. I want Americans who hear leaders saying every day, we could have never seen this coming. This was a shock. How did this happen? I want to read what you said 5 years before the collapse. The special privileges granted to Fannie and Freddie have distorted the housing market by allowing them to attract capital that they could not attract under pure market conditions. Like all artificially created bubbles, the boom in housing prices cannot last forever. When housing prices fall, homeowners will experience difficulty as their equity is wiped out. Furthermore, the holders of the mortgage debt will also have a loss. These losses will be greater than they would have otherwise been had government policy not actively encouraged overinvesting in housing. And you go on to say, because so many people will invest in housing, the damage will be catastrophic. Congressman, how could it be that you knew this on the Banking Committee in 2003 and nobody else did until after the collapse?
Well, I would think the easiest explanation is Washington, D.C. is permeated by Keynesian economic thinking. Very few even know the name Austrian Economics and understand the business cycle.
While Keynesians patted themselves on the back in 2001 through 2008 for their brilliant plan of appeasing their spending god, namely, prop up Freddie and Fannie to lend money to anyone who asked so they would spend it on something, Austrian Economics screamed from the rooftops, trying to warn people the government was causing a housing bubble and the middle class would suffer horribly. When the housing bubble collapsed, did the Keynesians correct the error of their ways? No. Like any fanatical religious group, they convinced themselves of the bizarre and ignored all evidence that contradicts their religion. They reassured themselves that nobody could have seen this coming, even though many did. They reassured themselves they were still geniuses and went back to work trying to figure out ways to make people spend more money to appease their god. In episode 14, we will see what Leonardo DiCaprio has to teach us in the best Hollywood metaphor for our society right now. If you like this video, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.